pecan pie. This is Anthony from Vlog Montana. So sit back with a cold one because you're watching the Middle-Aged Vloggers. Well guys, it's now a new month, a new week, a new time of adventures here for the Anthrit vlog. And I think I want to start this vlog with something very, very, very special. There is a certain individual who has been commenting on all my videos for a long time, and I believe he deserves a shout out. His name is Tim, and he's from the Middle-Aged Vloggers. Oh yeah. Always commenting, always making me feel good. I look forward to his comments. I look forward to his videos and watching his videos and supporting him and all this good stuff. And he's always shouting people out, and I'm like, I gotta shout him out. I gotta shout him out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Huh. I think somebody's at the door. I wonder who this could be. Huh. Looks like the mailman was here. Dropped something off here. Interesting. Wonder what we got in the mail today. I don't remember ordering anything. Unless this is a back-ordered item from Amazon. There's something in here. What do you know? Speak of the devil. I saw this in your wish list and thought you might like it. I'll send you the ghost chili in a couple of days. Enjoy your gift from Timothy and Sarah, Middle-Aged Vloggers. Well, interesting. Oh, yes. Merry Christmas indeed. Oh, yeah. Cool. This is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Double thank you. I mean, first of all, I'm saying thank you for all the commenting and being a good supporter of Vlog Montana, and oh, cool. Let's go try it out. All right, let's just say doing the dishes just got a whole lot funner. And I actually like the spray of this better than the one that came with the original faucet. I mean, the spray is much more powerful. I mean, and it's colorful. I don't know if it stays blue. I think blue is on cold. I think that's what I noticed. It was, and if I turn on the hot, the color will change to green when it's hot. Oh, no, it's turning red as it gets hotter. Ooh, so when the water's hot, it turns red. Ooh, that's really hot. Ooh. And then we mix it. Let's try and mix it like warm. Make it warm. Warm is green. Warm is green. That's bad. And of course, cold, it turns blue. I didn't know about I thought it was just random colors. I just now discovered that it's changing to the temperature. But cool, cool. Oh, and it dims to the power of the water. Full blast, off. All right, well thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome, yeah. My sink lights up, my sink lights up. Okay, when I come back into focus here, I think for this particular vlog in general, the Middle-Aged Vloggers, Mr. Timothy, had some questions for me he left on an older vlog. So I'm going to answer those questions right now. Got my wine, got your questions here. Come have a seat on the couch, my middle-aged friend, and let's answer some questions. I actually kind of like these question ideas because they're kind of questions I get often, but just never thought about answering, and maybe I can refer people to this video in the future. Okay. First thing you ask is, where did I meet my wife? Well, I met my wife at work. She was a coworker of mine at a hotel in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we started off by just going out, hanging out, going to stores, getting food, just being friends. And then one day I'm just like, you know what? I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said yes. That's how that happened. What got you into making vlogs? Well, what got me into making vlogs is there was a guy by the name of Dana Larson who did vlogs every Wednesday up in Canada. back in 2001. Back then we didn't call them vlogs, we just called them videos, I guess. He called it a documentary. And every Wednesday he would upload a video to his site under the video format called Real Player. That was the only way we could upload videos. Very, very horrible quality, but it worked. And it was kind of cool to see this guy and live his life up in Canada at his beach house. And it was really, really fun to watch. And it inspired me to want to buy a camera when I moved up to Anchorage, Alaska. At the age of 19, I bought a video camera and did what he did, uploaded it to my website via Real Player format, and those videos will come out on YouTube eventually as we work backwards in this previous vlog history that I've been doing the last few months. So that's what got me into it. I actually did it before YouTube ever even existed. I did it back when people had websites, when websites were a big thing. And Real Player was the video format most every website used back in the day. Next question is, how long have you been married? Let's see, we've been married for about 3 years now. It's going to be on our 4th one starting here in June. And I can't believe it's been that long already. We don't have any children yet, but we want to someday. It's just right now, with what's going on in our lives, it's just not happening yet. But it will happen. Have you always lived in Montana? No, I grew up in Montana, yes, and then I moved up to Anchorage, Alaska for about 7 months. I had enough of that, came back to Montana, lived here for about 7 years, and then went to Fort Wayne, Indiana for 1.5 years, and that's where I met my wife, and then we moved back here. And things may change in the future with who knows what, and we may be moving again. What camera are you using now for vlogging? Right now, I have always been a Sony Handycam man. Even back in my Alaskan vlogs, I had a Sony Handycam. You know, ones with the cool night shot on it. And this one is the Sony Viro Handycam HDR CX230. And I've had many different models of the Sony Handycam throughout the years. I do have a Kodak PlaySport that's waterproof that I use for doing waterproof stuff, and I always keep in my coat pocket just in case I need to vlog. And in a situation I have no camera or nothing, I will use the camera on my cell phone, but don't vlog very often with it because the quality is very crap, and trying to get the video format to work with my video editor, which we'll get into in a minute, is a pain in the butt. Do you use a Mac and PC, and what software do you use to edit your videos? I use a PC. I also have Macs, but I use Macs for historical purposes because I used Mac back in the day before I got into PCs. I just got into PCs because I like building my own computers versus buying an expensive. Instead of paying $2,000 on a Mac, I'd rather spend $3,000 on PC parts and building my own system. And I have done that like every 3 years. I do that and pop it out and build one. I just like building the computers. And I do like Macs, but I just like the option of having something I built myself. It's more rewarding that way. I have nothing against Macs. As a matter of fact, I use Macs in my daily life, and I even have an iPod, that touch thingy that I like to use for listening to my music and other stuff. For first video software, I use Sony Vegas. I've used Sony Vegas since version 3 up into 10. And then from there, when I went to Vlogger Fair, they gave me a free version of Magic Studio X15 or something like that. And I have fallen in love with that software. It does everything I need it to, and the encoding is 10 times better and quality than what I was getting with Sony Vegas. So I have completely switched over to the Magic's video editing software, especially when you get an $800 software for free at an event like Vlogger Fair. Basically, that was the one thing that made Vlogger Fair just awesome, was that I came home with that, and that kind of paid for our entire vacation, believe it or not. Let's see. 7, do you like having long hair or short? Nah, you know what? On the hair, I did the long hair thing. The problem is I have curly hair, so long hair is very hard to maintain, and short hair is very easy to maintain. So I prefer short hair because sometimes I just like to get up in the morning, just brush my teeth, put some deodorant on, and go to work. You know, Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know. Don't have time to mess with your hair because you're running late. What kind of work do I do? I am an accountant. I like money, and I love math, and I love anything to do with accounting, math, and mathematics, and money, and yeah, that's what I do. Besides YouTube. Am I asking too many questions? No, these are great questions, and I've been asked them by many people, just never really addressed it. So now I have in a video, and yeah, there we go. So thanks for asking the questions. I really enjoyed answering them, and thank you for the gift. I am going to enjoy that. It's going to make doing the dishes a lot more funner, if funner was a word. Anyways, thank you, and this is another shout out to middle-aged vloggers. The channel is down in the description, guys, so anybody else watching this, please go over and subscribe to them and tell them Anthony sent you. Yeah, tell them that now. And, yeah, this is Anthony from AnthWare, and from this time and ever time on, folks, keep on clicking. This is Anthony from AnthWare, signing off.